All rise for the RankKing's court.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to the greatest spectacle that the internet has to offer. I am the Rank King himself. Merchandise, if you didn't know it, figured I'd show it. Austin.
We all got it.
Yeah, we all got it. I know, but mine. We're all good. We're all set. Now I'll continue with the intro, so I won't be interrupted anymore. But yes, welcome again to another greatest spectacle on the internet itself on Tuesday night, 6:30. This is the RankKing's court. I am the Rank King Austin Moorhead, joined now by, we have a surprise guest. As we all know, Noble Knight Greg, being a huge baseball guy, couldn't
huge baseball
huge
Very
baseball,
huge,
very huge. Couldn't even put this first than to go to opening day. So Greg is at opening day right now. So what better of a person to bring on than essentially, I don't know what to call you, like my understudy at this point. Like I don't even know what to. Guy dressed up as me for Halloween.
Your prodigy.
Yeah, prodigy. I guess we could call it that. Probably the guy dressed up as me for Halloween. Probably the greatest honor I've ever had as a host of a show before.
Did it all for you, man.
So we have Vo as always in the studio, but welcome Josh Forringer. Welcome again to the RankKing's court.
Welcome back,
Austin. I came on tonight for two reasons.
Oh, here we go.
One, to satisfy the Joshaholics craving.
Josh is.
And they've been clamoring. I've heard them. And two, to let these other shows put them on notice that you better bow down to the darn Rank King.
Oh, yeah. Nice save.
Caught myself.
Bow down to this darn ranking sports
darn
show.
ranking.
Listen, I love you, Deke. But draft day, it's all about RankKing's court.
I couldn't start it that
shots
off
fired.
anymore.
Let's go.
We love to hear it.
Explosions early. Love to see it. Guys, we got a good show for you tonight. I am honest to God surprised that I was able to make a show out of this. I'm going to be completely frank. Looking at the camera, I'm going to be completely frank with all of you. Vo and I joked about doing this when Greg wasn't here. And then as soon as I started thinking about it, I said, this is actually really hard. Like, how am I going to do a show? If you haven't noticed, tonight's episode is all pickled, so to speak. This is a pickle-centered episode of the RankKing's court. I love how Greg hates pickles with a burning passion. So
I didn't realize he hated them that much.
Well, so I don't know if you ever heard the reasoning. I mean, I don't think he likes pickles in general, but we did some sort of ranking when I was doing that for, I think, 2 beers deep that we did at one point.
Mm-hmm.
We did a pickle-centered something with it or whatever, and Greg said, like, gherkin, and Derek flew off the handle, and it created this whole mess. So since then, Greg has been very anti-pickle. And I figured, you know what, Greg's
just
doing
funny,
his
anti-pickle.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny. It didn't seem funny at the time, but now looking back on it, it's probably one of the more hilarious bits that we did. So, yeah, tonight's episode is all Pickle Central. Now, what does that mean? It means that anything and everything is up for grabs in a pickle-centered show.
Well,
I didn't
It's
think
gonna
that
be a
was the
good one.
case.
It's gonna be a good one.
Yes.
sounds a little scary.
Yeah.
You know what? It's borderline terrifying. I'm going to be completely honest with you
Right.
because
I don't know what I signed up for.
never in my life had I walked into something and did something and was like, this probably might be the most challenging episode I think I've ever done,
Okay.
but I'm ready for it.
Glad to
And
be
I'm
a
very
part of that.
excited that you two are on this pickle journey with me
Yeah.
right now. Because
I'm-
I don't know about you guys.
We're happy to be here.
I'm glad that Chip is in the chat.
And look at that. The Joshaholics are in the
What up, Chip?
house.
Well, speaking,
Chip's my
the
boy.
Joshaholics are in the house. Foreigner, where are we at? Where are we
Ooh.
located?
Sir. Ladies and gentlemen, the RankKing's Court is live today from Union Fitness Studios, located on the North Shore of Pittsburgh. Union Fitness is more than a traditional gym. It is a place where you can transform yourself inside and out with a variety of classes based around fitness, yoga, strength, and performance training. At Union Fitness, they believe that it is their duty to hold themselves and their clients to a higher standard. They practice what they preach and uphold the values that make Union Fitness the community that it is. Go to unionfitness.com today to sign up for a consultation. Through Union, there is strength.
Love it.
Good job.
Love it. We should just call him into the ad read every
We
time.
can just record him saying and just play it.
Could do that.
yeah, 100% we could do that. But yes, I am nervous, terrified for tonight. I'm also hilariously bound that this is going to be probably one of our craziest and weirdest episodes that we've ever brought to you all. And here it is.
Oh, wait.
I love
Yeah, we have an excited commenter here.
Woo!
Mama Whiten saying, I love pickles and pickle popcorn and pickle teenies.
Ooh.
So
Pickle
in
teenies.
case anyone wanted to come up with something later, hint, hint, those two exist. So watch yourself. But before we get in, I was going to say I am also a huge pickle fanatic. I actually love pickles. I've been to Picklesburg a couple of
Do you
times.
like big pickles or small pickles? Salty?
Salty.
How salty do you like them?
I feel like there's an underlying message to this. I don't know.
I
I don't know.
think that's a fair
I-
question.
Yeah, that's fair.
I do not know. I think I like all pickles in general, man. I think
Okay.
that
You'll take
when
them
it
any
comes
way,
to-
shape, or form?
That's yes. There's something you're doing here. I don't know what it is, but
You take
I mean,
nickels for your pickles?
how do you boys feel on the subject of pickles? Do you like them? Do you hate them?
I eat them. I like them. I don't go out of my way to eat pickles.
I love pickles. I used to eat them a lot more whenever I was younger, but I used to
That
eat them out of the
seems to be-
jar and stuff. But
Yeah.
now I'm not really. Not
Like
as
if I
much.
get something from Wendy's.
Yeah.
Austin, you ever hear of that place?
Wendy's, what's
Wendy's.
What?
Austin's. Oh wait, no, he didn't have it on the list.
Nah. What's that place again? Nah, it doesn't exist. Not in my retrospective, but yes,
that? He
pickles,
doesn't like
man.
redheads, is what I heard.
That's
I
apparently
didn't say
something
it.
else that's
I
going
didn't
around.
say it.
That's not real, but apparently that's something. It seems that the community is very divided on the subject of pickles. They either love them or they absolutely despise them. I don't think I've ever seen somebody that's been drawn in the middle when it comes to the subject of pickles. You either love them or you hate them. So maybe this is where the show divides.
Ooh.
I don't know.
My mom
What?
just told me that her nickname as a child was Picklehead because she loved pickles so much.
Picklehead.
Yeah.
I love that. I used to call people eagle heads when I was little.
Eagle
Don't
head?
know why. Yeah. Don't know why.
All right. Well,
So that reminded me of
seems-
that.
So
That
this is
seems
for
like the
you,
perfect
Picklehead.
transition point that we're working with.
this
All
is-
right.
this
So
is for you. This is her episode,
Yeah.
right? So for pickleheads
Oh.
everywhere.
pickle heads everywhere. And to get it rolling, let's go with pickle ranking number 1. When it comes to pickles, sometimes they're great on their own, but it's even better when they are added to something that is already delicious, and it makes it 10 times better. So in my mind, these are the top 5 pickle variant food and drinks. Okay. I know it just says food, but I figured if drinks aren't going to throw that, I might as well throw that in there as well.
I'll add it.
Okay. Hey,
we have
thanks.
This thing called technology. I can add it.
I'd be lost without you, Vo. I can tell you that much.
You definitely would be. Just be talking to nobody right now.
Who isn't lost without Vo? That's the real question.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
So, top pickle variant food and drinks. And number 5, it's going to be a sour one to most people, but I actually really enjoyed pickle beer.
Never had it.
Never had it. Does it actually have a pickle in it?
It does. You know what? Some do, like some don't.
Okay.
These were most common to me. Like, obviously, I drank these at Picklesburg because they had various food and beverage stands and multiple pickle beer vendors. The only thing with pickle beer is you got to drink that sucker fast, because in the hot sun, that thing is going to warm up so easily. And there have been times where I've waited like 20 minutes and I've grabbed it. And I'm like, oh man, it's not that cold anymore. And I just go for it. I'm like, all right, just dump it all. We're good. We're good.
You just take it all at once.
I have to, man.
Yeah.
Sadly, I've never had, like, I've had various like pickle, like minimal pickle flavorings in beers. Like they have a pickle to them, but never have aside from Picklesburg have I had a pickle beer. Yeah. But I very much appreciated them in Picklesburg. They're good beers. Get on with it.
Ping says it smells like pickles and that's it. So maybe he had a different type of pickle beer that didn't taste like it?
It depends. I mean, he could have very well had the last remnants of the pickle beer. I know I've heard a lot of complaints that that's what happens, that if you don't get it right away, it kind of just sits in the tank and then it, I don't know what you call ferments or whatever. And like the more and more that's taken out, the more and more flavoring is taken out. So that could very well be the case. But pickle beer for me at number 5. Number 4, these are pickle hot dogs.
Pickle hot dogs.
Where the buns
I've never seen
are
this.
Pickles.
Have you ever had this?
Yes, I want also. Thank you, Josh. I wanted to make this very clear. I have had every single one of these that have been on this list.
Okay.
So I can confirm.
Where did you have these ones? Picklesburg?
This was at some kind of fair.
Okay.
I want to say it would be too easy to say Picklesburg because I don't. They had, excuse me, they had pickle corn dogs, but not pickle hot dogs. But I've had pickle hot dogs. It was at some sort of fair a couple years ago, and it was so intriguing to me that I was like, "What? The hot dog bun is replaced with a pickle?"
Yeah, I've never seen that.
It's pretty good.
It looks scrumptious.
Did you know, this is from Jose Pepperdine, did you guys know pickles are cucumbers?
Yes. You could have, you pulled the wool over my eyes on that one. Whoa!
Wait, they're cucumbers?
You're joking, right? I don't know if you are or not.
He said he thinks pickled cucumbers should be number 1.
If you leave cucumbers for a certain time, they're like willing to pickle. But yeah, pickle hot dogs. In my mind,
you're no picklehead over there.
I'm not.
They I will say it took a lot. Like when sometimes you get a hot dog and you get that crusty bun feature, you never get it when it's a pickle and not bread. Plus,
that's fair.
Healthier, yes. Less carbs.
Sure, there's a lot of crunch there.
Hey, crunch and juice.
Yeah.
Ultimate combination.
Pickle juice is good for hydration, too. So it could be healthier, yeah.
Facts, bring it to the world.
Yeah, if you're dehydrated, you're supposed to drink pickle juice.
They also say if you get stung by, but they also say if you get stung by a jellyfish to pee on the burn, but I think that's been proven false too. But we'll move on to number 3. These are pickle sandwiches. Now, there's an actual restaurant that does this. I have not had the restaurant version of this. I have had one that I had made myself based on this, but it's almost like the pickle hot dog. They take the bread from that and replace it with pickles.
Jose
Little bit of a
Pepperdine
fraud.
said it took him 24 years to realize it. He found out at the Heinz History Museum that the cucumbers and pickles were the same thing.
24 years. Huh?
Took me just a couple minutes ago.
Well, how old are you? Like,
23.
No, he just had
No,
a
you're not.
birthday. Did you wish him happy birthday?
that's why I'm bringing it up.
He didn't know that.
Shut up. But so, yes, I knew it was his birthday. Happy birthday, Josh.
Thanks.
So,
Appreciate it. I think I
So-
would like the hot
38.
dog version of this better, though.
well, so you
yeah,
would think,
there's a lot
right?
going
But-
on with this one.
So essentially, again, a very low calorie option with this, low carb. So essentially, you're just replacing the buns with pickles. You'd think that like the meat and everything would get mixed up with it. Actually, tastes pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie. Like I was skeptical of it at first too. Like in my own mind, I thought, oh, like Josh, the pickle hot dog would have been a lot better. But there's so much going on, and it kind of wraps around and brings it all together.
I guess
Done.
it's kind of just like eating a sandwich without a bun, if you look at it
Yeah.
that way. Because
Yeah.
you put pickles on the sandwich, so it's probably not too bad.
No, like I
Definitely
said,
wanna
there's an actual restaurant that like this is their whole gimmick. Like they don't do any buns. It's all they do their own pickles and everything. Like it's phenomenal from what I hear. Need to go it. It's just not in like Pennsylvania, so gotta look elsewhere.
I know what I'm having
Um,
tonight.
Number
He,
two,
he was supposed to bring pickles. We were gonna eat pickles throughout the show, and he left them at home.
I forgot them. I was halfway here, and I was like, oh, no.
He had one
Oh,
job.
boy.
One job.
oh boy. All right, let's get into number two, a true bar classic. This is the pickleback shot.
Delicious.
Now, yes, it is pickle juice, but it's incorporated with whiskey. So take the whiskey shot, take the pickle shot. College used to be a wild time with these things, man.
Everything's
Like-
better with whiskey, so
That's very true. So why not mix a big fan of whiskey and a big fan of pickles? Bring it all together. It is true harmony. I am telling you that. Bo, have you ever had a pickleback shot?
I don't think so. No.
Okay,
I'm
well,
not
Josh,
a huge. I'm
now
not
you
a
know-
huge whiskey guy.
Josh, now you know what you got to do after this.
oh yeah.
You gotta
I was gonna
take
say
'em-
now I know what else we're doing.
Yep.
You guys got
After-
to take a bunch of pickleback shots before the game.
No, after Lent. Can't do it. I'm pulling a Greg. Remember?
No, oof.
Why's he got to steal other people's thunder?
That happens sometimes,
I know.
man.
Because Greg
Gotta
said I
roll
couldn't
with it.
do it. So we're going through it.
Greg's not here, so you can do it. So
But
But anyway.
the millions of people are watching this right now.
millions. I would
They
love
won't
it.
be
The
later.
millions. That's true.
And millions. Gotta throw that in there. But yes, pickleback shots at number two. And finally, at number one, this was a skeptical one for me. I tried it. It was a specialty pizza at a restaurant. I have been looking for this ever since. This is the pickle pizza.
Yum.
They put actual, they use some sort of like white garlic sauce or something, like maybe like it's not Roman tomato sauce that they use. It's like a white sauce, but they put pickles on the pizza and cook it with it.
Okay.
Phenomenal. I've had different variations of pizza that have had pickles on them, but only one time have I ever had pickle pizza,
Like cooked
and I have
into it.
not looked back. There was the other one I had was like sort of a German influence pizza where it had like beer mustard as like the sauce and had pickles on it with pork. Oh my gosh.
That was good.
Give it to me again. It was so good. I'm very I'm influenced by pickles, you notice. So Pickle pizza. Yes. I have been looking for this ever since. I have been yet to find it. I hope I find it soon because it was delicious.
What would you do if that popped up?
I'd probably go get it.
Well, no, like you had to do something for it. How far would you go?
Actually,
Last pickle pizza in the world.
Just one left.
I actually don't know. I'd probably recognize Wendy's as an actual fast food establishment. Maybe.
I mean, that's
Who
a step.
knows? So, pickle pizza at number 1. Yes. Do you feel like, I know it's kind of hard to say, did I leave any off? Because I don't know if you guys know any variant pickle things.
Definitely
But
not.
I think I nailed them all.
Yeah, I don't know anything
Yeah.
like what you put up there, so.
There's one, but I think you might have it somewhere else in here, like
Okay.
in this episode.
Okay. All right. Well, then pickle ranking number 1 is finished. So let's move on to pickle ranking number 2. Nice as your arm gets caught on there trying to do it.
Nope, no one saw that.
This was, yeah. Only the real ones know. So,
Hold on. I sorry to interrupt. I texted one of our friends, Christian, because I know he eats pickles in a weird way. And
in a weird way.
Like, not normal how people eat them.
That
So,
would
like,
be
I was
in a
making
weird
sure that
way.
he didn't. He's like, all the time. So he eats pickles with peanut butter.
Yeah. You ever have a peanut butter pickle sandwich?
No. Banana.
Fantastic.
Peanut butter and banana.
Them allergies.
Yeah, you don't eat peanut
Oh,
butter.
that's right.
Oh, well, I can eat it. It's not that I don't eat it. I can't.
You can,
physically.
you just don't want to. You're not man enough.
Oh, well, yeah. I guess dying is a man thing, so I guess I'll just leave it be.
Austin,
But
do you think you could handle 2 pickles at once? Since we're on radical ranking 2 of pickles.
Oh, I see what you did there. That's a good question. Are they 2 big
Yes,
pickles or 2 little pickles?
it all depends.
Yeah.
Radical
he's
ranking.
into all of them, so.
Radical ranking number 2. We have the top pickles in pop culture. And I know right away you're thinking, what? Like, I know like pickles are popular, but how far have they reached? This could be name, this could be actual pickles, but this is all from the brain that is inspiring this show. So let's go to number 5. He is simply known as Mr. Pickles.
Mr. Pickles. I
This-
love that show.
This show scarred me the first time I watched it. I had no idea what it was. Like, and I just saw there was a show called Mr. Pickles. And I said, well, that's interesting. Let me watch it. And dear Lord, was I thrown through a loop. The story of it, the premise of this show is that there is a dog named Mr. Pickles. Why is he named Mr. Pickles? Because he loves pickles. He's also possessed by a demon.
Oh,
It
okay.
is a demon dog that drinks, smokes, commits murder, everything in between. It is the people in it are outrageous. There is, I'm trying to just think some of the characters that I can even say on this show.
Does
'cause it's pretty-
does the dog do that because he eats pickles?
No, he just likes pickles.
Okay. I didn't know if like that makes him do everything, all the bad stuff. that you
No,
just
no,
said.
he's just a demon spawn. I have
Okay.
no. There's
Such a
a
good
scene
show.
where he encounters like 2 pit bulls, and they're growling at him, and in order for them to stop, he like talks in like a very dark Latin freaking like gibberish that like eyes roll in the back of the head, and like the head turns sideways, and the dogs just automatically stop like barking. It is a very, very weird show. Again, like the premise is like him and the grandpa are always at each other's throats because the grandpa knows he's evil and he's trying to like prove that he's evil, but like nobody believes him because it's a dog. But it's pretty wild. I don't know how long the show ran for. It probably just ran for one season for how ridiculous it was.
The episodes were only like 15 minutes long, I think, if I remember correctly. Yeah.
It was not. Yeah.
They were so good, though.
Yeah.
Definitely recommend.
Might have to check this out.
The let me put it this way, Bo. The opening theme song for this is like a Metalocalypse, like deathcore kind of thing, where it just is Mr. Pickles. It's just like it's weird. I would definitely indulge in an episode or two, but you will be very uncomfortable by the end of it.
What would you say this was on? Like
This was Adult Swim.
Adult Swim,
So
so it should be on their app. I
would think so.
I have to check it out.
Let's go to number 4. I actually have to just quickly look this up real quick to make sure I don't miss anything up. But number 4 is the movie An American Pickle. I, honest to God, can't believe this was a movie, but it is
It
a
was
successful. It's not only a movie, it is a successful movie. It has a whopping 72% on Rotten Tomatoes. And the premise is this, as I read it off. Preserved in pickle brine for 100 years, an Orthodox Jewish factory worker wakes up in New York City and tracks down his great-grandson. So he is preserved in pickle brine for 100 years.
Hey, Seth Rogen can sell anything.
I didn't believe it until this was a thing. But yes, as ridiculous as the concept is, the movie was well received, well done to Seth Rogen.
Yeah, I remember we opened HBO and like this was on like the main page,
Mhm.
and we were like An American Pickle, like, all right, let's give it a try, and it was pretty good from what we saw, and then I think I fell asleep because I'm old and it was late.
That was like
So
their
I missed the ending of it, but start of it was good.
that was like their flagship show or like movie whenever they like started HBO Max.
Yep. It's like, oh, you mean like all like the blockbuster movies that are coming up? No, here's an American Pickle.
I mean, you see the title and you're like, oh, I'm interested now. I gotta see what this is about.
Yeah. Very strange again, but a wonderful movie. Number 3. The Pickles Under the Tongue from SpongeBob. We know how the Krabby Patty and the Krusty Krab rule over multiple episodes of SpongeBob. Never had I ever thought that the Krusty Krab, meant more to an episode than this one. When SpongeBob is tasked to make a whopping sized burger for Bubble Bass, only to realize that he somehow forgot the pickles on the burger. So after, SpongeBob is sent into a huge mental unraveling as to why this happened. And soon after, he can't even make a Krabby Patty. He's so distraught that he forgot pickles on one burger that his whole life unravels. Like when Mr. Krabs shows up to his house, there's multiple concoctions just in like his house. Like there's one where his like outfit he wears, it's like pants, shirt, shoes, socks, like completely like just on top of each other and out of order. Mm-hmm. So finally, he's able to confront his fear, make a Krabby Patty, and then go back to make the patty again, the burger again for Bubble Bass. And he forgets the pickles again, only for SpongeBob to realize, pulls the tongue out from Bubble Bass, and there are 4 pickles underneath his tongue.
What a jerk.
What a swindler.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine trying to get free food by putting pickles under your tongue and saying there's no pickles on your burger?
I'm sure people have done that though.
How many
I
pickles?
feel like
could-
I would. I did. Don't you say what you're saying.
Shoot.
I feel like I would like.
How many pickles?
Honestly, if that were to happen, I feel like I would choke like hardcore. Like
Yeah, how
I
many-
don't know, like what.
How many?
Yeah, how many pickles can you fit? Number two.
Under your tongue.
Number two. We are going with Rugrats' own Tommy Pickles.
Love that show.
Great.
Gotta
show,
put it in
great
there.
show.
There's multiple ways I could have went with the whole Pickles family. I could have went with Stu Pickles. Could have went with his mom. But I went for the number one star in the show, Tommy Pickles.
As you should.
Good pick.
I
Good
I
pick
think
on the pickles.
You get it? Because pick
Get it?
is
Pick
in
pickles.
pickles.
I don't think.
I don't
he,
think- yeah.
yeah, I don't think he gets it.
You're
I
not
wish
saying
that
much.
I wish that was alcohol. Tommy Pickles, yes, at number 2. And finally, the number 1, if you didn't know this, you've been living under a rock. This was all over the internet when this blew up. This is none other than Pickle Rick!
Nice. That was good. This
Pickle
had to
Rick.
be number 1.
I actually have, I would wear it, but I don't think I fit in it anymore. I had a Pickle Rick t-shirt
Nice.
that I bought, and it was before the season even dropped. I said I knew when I saw the trailer for season 3, and I think it was season 3. Might have been season 2, season 3. One of the seasons. As soon as that trailer dropped and Rick was a pickle, I said, there has to be something out there with this already on it. And yes, there was a pickle shirt with a pickle with his face on it. And it just says, I pickle Rick on it.
And of course you bought it.
I
You
did.
had to, right?
That was one of the
Because-
best episodes.
It was. I mean, it incorporated so much. It incorporated therapy, Die Hard, like so much went into this, and pickles. Like the fact that he turned himself into a pickle to avoid therapy was absolutely hilarious. Something, hey, if you're like want to get out of therapy, just turn yourself into a pickle.
Would
They
you
won't be
turn
able to do
yourself into a pickle?
to avoid therapy? I think so.
Avoid anything.
I don't know. Say if I didn't want to go to work, turn myself into a pickle.
There you go.
There you go.
Oh, good.
Foreigner, any other ones that you can think of?
No, nothing I can think of right now.
I have one.
Okay.
If you watch the movie Little Rascals growing up,
Mm,
Yeah.
you could throw that in there. That I've got a
Yeah.
pickle. Yeah.
I thought about it. I did.
I think this list is better.
I'm just
Thank
saying it's another
No.
one that could be added. I'm not saying it is better than
that's
the
what
Good
it's
others,
saying.
list. Good list, Austin.
but I think you nailed all the pickles.
I
Don't
think
listen
so.
to Vo.
All right. Well, now it's time for a very pickly, great debate. Alrighty, gents. Now we talked about pickle variant foods and drinks at the beginning. Now I leave the challenge up to all of us here. What food/drink would you add pickle flavoring to? And I know,
Wait, Foreigner's here.
It's tough.
How are we gonna do the order? Chip, you watching?
Chip.
He went to get ice cream a while ago, so
did he go get ice cream?
that's what he said. He's going to get ice cream, not
need-
pickled flavored though.
We need a Joshaholic. Pick the order.
Good God. Let's just do this. I'm trying to remember who went first last time.
Always hating on the Joshaholics.
Because I don't think...
It wasn't me.
No, Ping went first last time, and then it was me.
I went last.
Though I think you went last.
Vo first.
Yeah, you did. So, Vo, you can go first, and then Foreigner, I'll have you pick. You can go either second or last.
I'll go second.
Okay, I'll go. I'm fine with that. So,
Okay.
so again, once something is taken, cannot take it, and this has to be like something that's not already very widely pickle thought of, if that makes sense.
Okay. So I don't know if these are a thing, but I'm going to get a little more specific with it. So pickled crackers, like flavor, is that a thing?
I don't think crackers are, no.
I don't think they're
So
a thing.
pickled flavor crackers, but you remember like the Ritz bits, little crackers
Little
with
minis,
cheese.
yeah.
So we're gonna do pickles with like little ketchup flavored.
Ooh.
So it's gonna be like pickled
Ugh.
sandwiches. Pickled. What do you
That's
mean?
nasty.
I don't like tomato juice in general.
Well, it's
so
not tomato juice.
So it's
Well, it could be-
artificially like.
I'm not a fan of ketchup, is what I'm trying
That's
to say.
fair. Well, I think pickled. I guess pickled and cheese would be okay. Pickled chips
Yeah.
and cheese.
Dude,
Don't
pickle-
change your thing. Roll,
No, because
roll with it.
I don't know if I want the ketchup either.
Pickles
yeah,
and peanut
like-
butter.
We'll do Ritz bits picks.
I like
Ritz
it.
bit. Yeah.
I like it. Not with the ketchup.
Not with the cat. It could be. There's a couple different flavors. It's one ketchup, one cheese, and that's it.
Mustard.
I don't like mustard, but we could add mustard in there. I don't like mustard, but that'll be there for you.
So pickle flavored Ritz bits, so to
Ritz
speak. Okay.
bits picks.
Ritz bits picks. Okay.
I like
Say
the
it
name.
10 times.
Oh, not doing that. Ritz bits picks. All right, Foreigner.
There we go.
All right. I'm thinking along the lines of the pickle beer, but pickled old fashioned.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
That'd be delicious.
Pickled
You-
Tom
you-
Collins.
Oh, you. Oh, you got me. No, I've it's been a while, I will say, since I've had an old fashioned. So I'm trying to imagine how I would react with pickle flavoring in it. So-
Amazing.
What's old fashioned again?
I don't remember. Whiskey,
It has bitters.
bitters, whiskey.
It has bitters, yeah.
There's something else in it too. It's been a minute since I've had it too, to be honest.
Very true. So, okay. So Ritz bits picks. And what are you calling this thing?
I mean, pickled old fashioned, but
Okay, well, I'll roll with that.
Yeah.
Pickled old fashioned. Okay.
I don't got no
Old-
fancy name.
Old fashioned pickle. Pickled old fashioned. So you're up, Austin.
Yeah. So
Old sloppy pickle.
So I want to say, here's the thing. I had mine, and then someone in the chat, I think, had said it. So I don't, normally the premise is we don't use that.
Was it popcorn?
No. But am I allowed to use it?
Pickletinis?
No. This is, in fact,
I'm trying to think of
Pickled-
what else is.
this is pickled ice cream.
Yeah.
Isn't that a thing?
I don't
never
think
seen
so.
that.
I thought it was.
Pickle ice cream?
I thought so, but
It was
maybe
either
not.
between that, it was pickled ice cream or pickled cotton candy. But I think the pickled cotton candy is actually a thing.
It's like pickle ice pops.
Yeah, there's ice
Ooh,
pops.
Pickle
but not-
jalapeno ice cream.
Ooh, that sounds delicious.
But regardless, I'm rolling with pickle ice cream.
We'll give it to you, I guess.
You have the sweet. You add a little bit of that pickle flavoring for the salty. Put it in. A whole another whirlwind, man. You can make multiple things out of that.
I like it.
Now, do you have a pickle on the ice cream too, or is it just flavored?
Ooh, bits of pickles in it.
That's true.
Oh, like
Um,
strawberry ice cream with the.
Mhm.
Oh, oof, no. I think the pickle flavoring is enough. I think for our sanity, I think that's enough.
Are there pickled flavored wings?
I think there are.
Because that might be a good one.
There was another thing that I thought of, but I think there's too many chips that have done it. But I was going to originally say pickled Doritos.
Oh yeah, you didn't even have pickled chips on the variant one.
Yeah, well, I'm not very much. I only liked like the one, like the Lay's dill pickle. That's it.
You're so
So.
picky.
I am. But Yeah, that was gonna be the other one, was like pickle Doritos, because I don't think that Doritos have come out with like a pickle flavoring.
I don't think so.
Pickled Pop-Tarts.
Oh,
That's
that's
nasty.
What else? Let's try to think of other stuff too. What?
well,
What else?
there's like the pickle popcorn that was mentioned, pickle teenies. I'm thinking maybe
Chocolate-covered
like
pickles?
anything like pickle candy, like anything candy related pickles.
Candy pickles.
Pickled Reese's cups.
Ugh.
What about like pickled candy corn?
No. All right, no, I'm gonna vomit. It's as much as a pickleholic as I am. I think
Pickled hot tamales. Spicy. What about like a pickled dip?
I'd get down
like for
with that.
chips and such.
Yeah,
That wouldn't be bad.
like a French onion type of dip, but pickled flavor.
I'd try it.
I'd say we jot all these ideas down and send them into corporate.
Start making
Make a
our
bunch
own.
of money off them. But yes. All right, everyone. Go use the facilities. Go get yourself another drink. And we'll be right back with the final part of our RankKing's Court Pickle special. Stay tuned.
Let's dive right into sports, as I have strong opinions on that. Which college team could beat a professional team in the same sport right now?
Okay.
There is not a single answer that is better than the LSU Tigers defeating the Cincinnati Bengals.
Even if I know the pitch that's coming, every other part of me is still normal.
That's why it's frustrating for me, Greg.
It's like okay, if I know what something is coming, I know ahead of time. I still have to be able to do the action to get the result that I need.
Okay, so they won 3 games in 10 years with 3 rebuilds.
I don't lose at arguments. All right.
Especially about fast food. So yeah.
You will never walk alone. Guess what? Now you will. Coronavirus.
I barely touch my girlfriend's cat. The most I'd be willing to do is like just kind of put my finger on its forehead and just like.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, with us is Alex Kazor from Steelers Depot.
We are live with Ryan Smith, professional cornhole player in the ACL. Ryan,
What all franchises were you able to work with in the NHL?
With Phoenix, Carolina, and Detroit.
So here is Moorhead's ranking. Moorhead is my cousin. He is the rank king.
Higher
Top 10 extra Power Rangers.
Oh.
This is the top 10 emo songs of the 2000s.
There's only one correct answer for number 1. Why is F is for Family better than Futurama when Futurama is like Star Wars for potheads? Like
I know.
I'm
Well, I think
We have one or two that are mad in the chat.
You're welcome for that.
Okay, we're gonna get banned.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to our Pickle episode spectacular. The top 10. Originally, I didn't know there were 10 types, but today's top 10, we are doing the top 10 types of pickles.
This should be a good
I
one.
am flabbergasted again that
I'm
there are
curious.
this many types of pickles.
I know of like 3.
Yeah, I don't know how you got 10, but we'll see.
Sometimes my brain surprises me too, gents. It's hard when it's that big. So let us move into this list.
That's what she
number
said.
10. Haha, number 10. I couldn't even believe this was a thing. I had to put it on here just out of pure interest and invention that this happened. Number 10. These are what is known as Kool-Aid pickles.
That is not real.
That is real. These are pickles that are soaked in Kool-Aid.
I feel like I've heard of this before.
So
Yeah,
Never tried it, but I feel like I have heard of this.
Somebody, I don't know if it was Barstool or somebody else that did this, but they did this on an episode. They soaked pickles in 3 different types of Kool-Aid.
That's what it was.
People try them.
Lowering the bar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I don't believe they were good. I think there were like a couple that people were like, okay, like this is tolerable, but like I think like there's orange, there's like the fruit punch Kool-Aid, there's like the tropical punch Kool-Aid. So you have blue pickles, red pickles, orange pickles, like there's someone did grape pickles.
None of those.
All soaked in Kool-Aid.
No, you don't like that?
No.
I feel like this would be like a fantasy football punishment that you had to like run the gauntlet of Kool-Aid pickles.
This would be an easy one to try, though.
Oh yeah, like you just get bored one day and you're like, I wonder what these taste like.
Let's have
So
Greg try one next week.
Oh, let's
We
do
won't
it.
tell it-
Let's-
we
like
won't tell it's a
100%
pickle.
for real. 100% for real. Like let's take. We can even vote on this like now. Like what flavoring? I'm all for like because I am very interested. This could be like his thing for skipping out on the show. So I love
do
this.
like that.
I go fruit
So-
punch. It's my vote.
Again, things to be discussed, but yes.
So what? You
that-
just let it soak in the Kool-Aid
Yep.
for how long?
I think they said they did it for like a week
Okay, so
to let all the flavor
tomorrow
like
I'll
actually.
go to the
like-
grocery store, soak it for a week, have Greg try it.
there we go.
Perfect.
I'll laugh if he throws up on live TV.
You know he won't eat it. I'll end up having to
No.
eat it.
You're like, I'm not gonna do it.
Like
Number-
the chicken nugget episode.
Oh
It's
god,
like, I'm not eating those.
having flashbacks to that now.
That was rough.
Ugh.
Did you watch that one, right?
Dude,
Yeah.
it looked rough.
All right, number
Kudos to you.
number
He
9.
crushed it.
Oh yeah,
Disgustingly.
number 9. These are what is known as Hungarian pickles.
What is in that?
Bread?
This is bread.
It looks like
Oh.
bread.
So the difference between this one is that they soak, but with a piece of bread up at the top of the jar. Supposedly it's meant to soak up, add certain flavors because they put different like herbs and spices in the bread. And then they put the bread on top and like seals everything in.
Okay.
So I've never tried them before, but like, again, just interest in general plagued me to put this on the list.
I'd be curious.
I wonder if they eat the bread after though too.
Yeah. Why not?
That just sounds gross.
It's pickle
Pickled
flavored bread.
Yeah. How's that sound gross?
You got me.
Mr. Pickle Man over here.
After
I
all
know,
that,
I'm-
after all that bread's gonna make you throw up.
Right.
Like-
I'm a very acquired taste. Number 8. This is kind of what landed Greg in hot water, so I'm bringing it back. These are what are known as gherkin pickles.
Gherkins are not a pickle.
Well, surprisingly, what led to that argument is that gherkin was pickle in another language.
Oh,
That's
really?
why I couldn't remember what the argument was.
So there was like, you just called it a pickle, Greg. What are you doing?
Gherkin versus pickle.
But these are like your little like style of pickles, a little more bumpy around the edge, a little bit more of a tart taste to them.
Do you like them
You
bumpy?
see- I'm gonna like X-rate this show, I swear to God. But you
wasn't
see these
expecting that one.
you see these a lot on like sandwich platters or or what am I saying this right? Charcuterie boards.
Charcuterie.
Charcuterie boards, thank you. So those are these styles of pickles. Never been the biggest fan of these, so I'm not all about the taste to them. But that begs the difference as to my number 7. Excuse me. These are sour pickles.
Whoops.
I was gonna say that.
Can't
does
change it
not
yet.
Say sour.
There we go.
Did you change it?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
I still had from the Pop Tart episode. It said cherry. So I was like, wait,
Here's a cherry pickle for all y'all.
Pickle.
Sour pickles.
Sour pickles, yes. So there are variants of. I knew that I was gonna have to like get into more of an explanation.
Oh, for sure.
I got like these style of pickles, but sour pickles essentially have, as you would think, a more of a in-your-face sour taste to them, to the point where like, you know, those like big pop-up pickles like they would have in like bags and everything that you would buy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so they have like variants of those, and sour pickles was one of them because it has a more like just ingenious sour taste to them that packs a little bit more of a bite, but like not spicy or anything. It's just more of like a more, trying to think how to word this,
Bitter?
more of a bitter taste to them.
Is it more?
So.
Does it kind of taste more vinegary, if that's a word?
Yeah. I would. It's been a long time since I had one, but yeah, I would say they have a little bit more of a vinegar taste to them. And then we move from sour to sweet. Because number 6, we have sweet pickles.
Can't go wrong with sweet pickles.
No, these are more of like the pickles that you bite into and you're like, this is a pickle. This is a nice pickle.
This is a pickle. This is
Sweet pickles have that more of like a nice pickle taste, but like it's weird to say, but like a little bit more love wrapped in it. These have been taken care of, homegrown style pickles, added certain herbs and everything that just make them like almost like, I don't want to like say this because I think that leads into number 5. So I'll keep that to myself for now. But sweet pickles have that essentially more of a sweet taste.
Sweet pickle taste. Ba, ba, ba.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Number 5.
You didn't like that.
Number 5, we have bread and butter pickles.
One of my favorites.
But he didn't like the bread in the pickles.
That's true.
They don't have a bread taste.
What if it was bread and butter pickles with the bread?
What if it was bread with like, a thing of butter? Just a stick of butter in there.
You guys are idiots, I swear.
It's basically the same thing.
This is where I was gonna get like these like kind of like melt in your mouth kind of feel of a pickle. Like bread and butter pickles, Josh, you can attest, they essentially melt in your mouth. Like they are scrumptious to the T. You understand it. I am smart.
I am smart.
Yeah, they are very good. They are top tier.
Are these the ones that were in the SpongeBob episode?
That's tough because I don't think bread and butter pickles are normally what are put on burgers. I don't think. So I think those are just your standard pickles. But
so what do you put these ones on? Or you just eat them?
Oh, man.
I think these are like what you would put on for like you even like they're like a toothpick kind of thing. Kind of like these. Josh, you have some to add? You all right?
I was gonna give not the bits, but whatever that other thing is, for like a karaoke time or something.
Impression time.
Yeah, but I was gonna say to ask Bree if she would bread and butter your pickles.
I shouldn't even have asked. Number 4.
If I donate bits, will you do it?
She's not even here, so I wouldn't even be able to do it.
Yeah, call her. You have to call her.
I'm not doing that on live. No. Number 4.
How many bits?
Number 4, we are doing. You guys suck. Number 4, we are doing what are known as kosher pickles.
I've never had kosher pickles, actually. I don't think I have, at least.
It's hard because, like, there are. See, this is the difference, and it's going to be hard. I'm going to leave this for now because I think once I list another pickle, they're going to be like, aren't those two the same thing? And then I'll make the distinction then. But yes, kosher pickles, these are what you normally see in your local grocery stores in a jar and everything. Like these are what are on like almost next to another pickle, again, that I'll get into like later. but kosher at number 4. Number 3, honestly, a personal favorite for me. These are spicy pickles.
Delicious.
Little bit of a zing, zang, zong flavoring to them, gents. They got that prime amount of spice that just... I've had like hot pickles before, and they are phenomenal. Like just in general, like I've like had different variations of like there's pickles where they go by variants of like Scoville unit that they're so hot, which you would think, how's that possible? Because they soak in liquid, but you have all that brine, all that juice that is carrying all that Scoville heat that infuses the pickle.
Anything spicy is always in top 3 for me, so this is a good pick.
He's agreeing with you live on air. That never happens.
One time.
Number 2,
we'll see if
we
you agree
have.
with these ones.
I'm sure the number 1 will be wrong.
False. Number 2, we have dill pickles, and this is where I was getting into. Well, Austin, aren't those kosher pickles?
Austin, aren't those kosher pickles?
No.
No, you say.
Why not?
No, they are not. So
please tell me why.
As I look it up real quick, because I had it. So I had to look it up because I didn't want to like obviously put 2 of the same things on here. But the difference between dill pickles and kosher pickles is one thing.
Dill has a brother named Tommy.
He might be right.
Yes, he is right on that.
I knew
But
it.
the real thing of why they're different is what drives vampires away.
Garlic.
The presence of garlic. Kosher pickles use garlic. Dill pickles do not. But dill pickles are the primary pickle to go to, so to speak.
Yeah.
And you're thinking, why is that the case? Why is that number 2 then? Why is it number 1? Number 1 is very simple. It is the number 1 thing that my girlfriend orders as an appetizer every time we go out. These are fried pickles.
You know what? I can't even hate on it. I agree.
It's the number 1.
I agree, but wouldn't this be a variant of pickles? Like they're actual fried pickles.
You do have a point.
Because you could fry any of these pickles.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean they're good.
Well, what kind of pickles are the fried pickles?
Pickles.
I think he might be right, actually.
Nope.
He's got you here.
No,
my list is not wrong.
I agree with it being number 1. I'm just saying, like, it could be dill pickles fried. It could be kosher.
Bread and butter.
Gherkins. Bread and butter.
Nope.
So they're just fried pickles.
They're just fried pickles.
I'm not hating it. They are amazing.
Oh.
You like them?
I love fried pickles. Anytime I see it on a menu, I'm getting it.
Fatheads with the fried pickles and ranch that they have.
Oh yeah.
Amazing.
A little zesty ranch.
So this place that I had it before, they used a spicy ranch with it. 100% knocks out regular ranch with fried pickles.
Yeah, if you like spicy.
It just does. Well, yeah, if you're not a weenie, like.
Vo, do you like spicy?
My stomach doesn't like spicy.
That doesn't mean you don't like spicy.
I mean, they're okay, yeah.
There are multiple
I'd rather
people
not eat spicy.
There are multiple
I guess I'm a
people-
weenie, as Austin would say.
Might be a weenie.
Go to Weenie Hut Juniors. There are like multiple people that are lactose intolerant and still will eat dairy.
Oh yeah, Travis is one of them.
Yeah, I probably am too. But
I think at a certain age, everybody just becomes lactose intolerant.
I think so.
Like our bodies just can't handle it anymore.
Yeah.
We can put how much alcohol into our system and be fine, but as soon as we turn a certain age when it comes to milk, we all just die.
Hit a certain limit and it's a game over.
Oh yeah.
But your top 10 is pretty good. We have the list up here.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question for you. This was a high school debate like all the time in lunch.
Okay.
So we'll see what you guys think. But it was, is there a difference between pickles and relish?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, that's what some of us would say that, others would say no, they're the same thing. And we're like, relish, they're pickles, but there's stuff added to them.
Oh, yeah.
And
Right,
people
I
just
would
wouldn't-
say-
they wouldn't accept that. They're like,
Right.
oh no, they're the same thing.
Well, to those people, let me say why they're wrong right now.
I'll have to send this
Pickles-
to everyone in high school.
Clip it.
Put them on blast. Pickles are a normal food, so to speak, solid. Whereas relish, in my mind, is more of a spread.
Yeah.
Like you can put in, yeah, I would say it's more of a solid. Whereas the relish, you put that on things. Like that's a spread, like a hot dog or something. So, and if you don't eat your hot dogs with relish, you're doing something wrong. If you only eat ketchup on a hot dog, you are a child. Expand your taste buds.
Don't tell me what to do. Unless, if they're Sheetz hot dogs, I put the nacho cheese on them.
I don't think my stomach could handle that these days.
They're good.
Hi,
You're judging me right now. I can
Austin
tell.
knows all about spreading for pickles.
On that note, ladies and gentlemen, what an episode. This was probably, I would say, our most challenging episode.
Yeah.
But I think it was like, it always stems that we can go above and beyond on any topic, whether it is something as simple as a pickle.
Are you going to try Kool-Aid pickles?
We're doing
No, we're going to make Greg try
That's
Kool-Aid.
a good idea. I like that
So,
idea.
We need to get a Kool-Aid flavoring packet, put it in a jar, and get a pickle, and give it to him next week. And Vo, here's the thing: if Greg doesn't eat it, you have to eat it.
All right. I'm down for it. We have a fridge here. We'll put it in the fridge. I'll surprise him.
It's like instead of
I'll put two in there in case he's like, oh, I'll only eat it if you eat it.
There you go.
So he won't even know because he's not gonna watch the clip. So he doesn't have social media.
Yes, Twitter.
It's like instead of like putting ices everywhere to ice people, like we're just gonna put a Kool-Aid
pickles.
You
Kool-Aid
just
pickle
got
challenge.
Kool-Aid pickled.
We could start that. That might be our thing.
We should just hide a bunch for like draft day next week, and then like surprise, like look on, like I'll just put in the chat, look under your chairs. It'll be like jars of Kool-Aid pickles.
I like that idea.
That might be something we do actually. Start a war.
Pickle war.
I like that.
Josh, thank you for being on tonight. And
Thank you for
again,
having me.
one of our weirdest episodes we've ever brought to the RankKing's court.
Yeah, we
But
should have had your mom on since she's a pickle head. Would have been nice to have a
Yeah.
nice pickle specialist like we do for most episodes.
It's true.
Yeah, well, she didn't even watch the show apparently,
Yeah.
so shows you how much she loves her
But
son.
it runs in the family, so you're kind of a pickle head. I'm saying you're a pickle head.
Okay.
That's what I was going for. But
Jesus.
good episode.
Yes. To the loving people that watch, thank you again for keeping this show going. This is episode 76. 76. It's hard to believe that we've honestly been doing it this long.
That's impressive.
It's a long time.
And we haven't run out of ideas at this point.
No, we're gonna keep going. If you guys watching have any ideas, let us know. If you want things ranked,
Before you know
That's
it,
what
you're
we're here
hitting
for.
1,000.
God,
1,000 episodes.
Yeah. You can do it.
that's a goal.
I have faith.
That is a
I
goal.
like to start small. Let's get to 100 and then we'll work hard.
Taking 100 at a time.
Nah.
Exactly.
Go big or go home.
But
Wait, we didn't have. Well, I guess see the fried pickles thing, like with the popcorn pickles. Like I don't know. I don't know about this number one now. I think about it.
well, it's there and
We'll
it's
have to ask
staying.
the people.
I guess so. They'll probably say it's wrong, but that's just because they don't have the crown brain that I do. So, just saying. Again, Josh, thank you for being on. Everybody who watched, thank you again for tuning in. Vo, awesome job always as the production guy, keeping our boat afloat, so to speak.
If you want to call it that.
Oh yeah. Well, we haven't sank yet, so
We've been close. We've been close.
But we are always here Tuesdays at 6:30. Anything and everything is what we preach and talk about. That is what the RankKing's Court is all about. So, thank you again for tuning in as Josh does his best Greg impersonation as he picks up the gavel. Ladies and gentlemen, court is adjourned.
Court is adjourned.